let's replace a door. So this door is called a glass louver door, if I'm not mistaken. My house was built in 1960, so kind of checks out that they have kind of this old eclectic style, especially with the wood trim. So just after taking off the interior casing, you're already going to see some of the ways that building techniques have kind of evolved over the years. No one would stuff fiberglass around windows or doors anymore. Pretty much everyone is going to spray foam because of how much more efficient it is. But just cool to see how they were doing things in the 1960s. So I don't have my Sawzall with me, or else I'd use that. But basically we're gonna cut the door jamb right here and right here. That way will just make the demo process much easier, should I say.
Is there sound?
Huh?
Is there sound?
There is, but it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Bringing our new door in. Oh gosh, I can't hit too many things. We can see that the rough opening of this is about 33.5. So we need to make up about an inch on either side. So, turns out that the brick mold will not fit on this door. That's okay though. The rough opening does fit in here, it's tight, but we just need to take this brick molding off and then test it. So since we don't have the brick mold on anymore, I can install it from the inside. So I think that's what we're gonna do. The people that own this covered up boomers' terrible choice of materials with millennials' terrible choice of materials. Isn't that always fun? LVP is the new linoleum, baby. what I did is you can hide the screws if you tuck them behind the weather seal like that. And you can see, if I come from the outside, we are tight. Okay, door is in. As you can see, reveals are good. We might need to shim a little bit around the hinges, but that's not a problem. All the way around. Very nice. So I bought this door off of Facebook Marketplace, and whoever installed it previously absolutely murdered the plate where you put the strike plate. The place where you put the strike plate. So we're gonna do a little trick that I'm sure you've seen before on YouTube, but basically you just squeeze some glue in the hole. That was probably excessive. And then take wooden golf tees, hit them in as far as you can. Okay, it's been about an hour, so these are fairly dry and they are ready to be cut. You'll see a lot of people try and screw it in like this. That's not necessary. These door handles and most door handles come off. I pull this off right here. There is that little thing right there. If I push down on that, that comes off. And now I have a perfect straight on approach to putting my door handle on. Door handle on. All you do, find a slot, right there, and a little key. Push it down. Looks like peach. Light tightened. That's on there. Doesn't come off. Open it. And there's you. So the strike plate that came with the level lock is a tad bigger than what they provide. Always glue your miters. Just give it a little spread. be too intense with this stuff, because it does expand a lot. Okay, door install is done. As you can see, secured. Handle in, deadbolt in, working properly. Thermatrue. Can we start using vinyl stickers and not paper stickers? Because that's crazy. Other than that though, we're gonna tackle casing on the next video. We're gonna have to do some kind of crazy angles because this door was taller than the previous one. But that is a problem for another day. Overall, door turned out great. Just remember guys, I'm a data scientist. I don't do this for a living. You just gotta care a little bit. Watch a few YouTube videos, ask a few friends. That's all it takes. See ya.